Welcome to DS Trucks. Today, I want to ask you guys the question: should we be allowing these over-the-air updates to our trucks? Now, I just got in mind, I got a check engine light now. I was warned that I would have a check engine light from this over-the-air update, and I did allow this to continue. I probably could have said no to the infotainment, or I probably could have just unplugged the TCU, but it says to learn more about your vehicle's new software update, press details. What? Priority update key fob complete. Enhanced smart lock. We've refined your vehicle's smart entry system to provide more consistent vehicle access. Interesting. I had no issues with accessing the vehicle consistently. It was just fine. So I don't know why I even needed that, but okay. This helps your vehicle to always be ready for you even after it's been in power saving mode. After the update, some settings may be reset, potentially causing a check engine light to appear in your vehicle. The check engine light has no impact on your vehicle and will clear after a few drive cycles. Nothing further required. So what's interesting is I had no issues with this system. We'll go ahead and turn the screen off for a drive. It's kind of nice to have that off while we're cruising. But I had no issues here with the keyless entry or any of that. But now I can tell you the remote start would not work from the house today. I went ahead and remote started, and it's like, no, not gonna happen. Not gonna allow any more remote starting right now. So is that a temporary thing just for the first start after the update, or is there going to be issues? And now I'm driving with the big old check engine light on. I know there's going to be a lot of people complaining about this update. Now, another thing is, I get inside of the truck, I put my foot on the brake, and I start it up, and the thing honks at me after it starts. So it's, I don't know, 5 a.m. right now, and the truck's honking. Why? Why is this truck honking at me when I started up? Very weird. They warned us that it was going to be a check engine light, and I really should scan the truck and see what the check engine light's for. Like, what type of update is going to cause a check engine light? And I don't know. I really have no clue what the heck is going on with Ford. I don't like the over-the-air updates. I think it should be done at the dealer by a technician, because what if things go sideways and the vehicle's sitting in the driveway? It could very well happen when you're doing an update that a computer can become bricked, or if some reason truck loses power, the batteries are low, maybe the batteries are weak, and you're trying to update these vehicles over the air. I'm probably moving forward going to opt out of any more over-the-air updates, because it's just like my computer. If it's running good and then they start updating it and everything's moving around and everything's changing, it's kind of irritating, to be completely honest. So for me, I think no more over-the-air updates. But it raises the question, is like, how much control do they have over these vehicles over the air? I think theoretically they could do anything they want with these vehicles. They can apply the parking brake electronically now. Why are all these parking brakes now electronic on these trucks as they are now released? Every once in a while you can hear that parking brake cycle through, just probably to keep it moving. You can hear it engage and disengage, and that makes sense. I mean, it's trying to keep that part moving. But if it was a manual one, it would never move unless you pressed it. So it's kind of interesting that that that's electronic now, and now it can be controlled remotely. And let's say, for some reason there was some type of crime or something being committed, and they needed to lock down the vehicle. Well, you're on the run, and all of a sudden your parking brakes lock up on you, and the police can catch you. So definitely a benefit to society in that regard. Something's going down. But at the same time, just as much as this technology can help you, I wonder if it could hurt you too. Because now they can, another entity or whatever, whoever, could turn the vehicle off. What if it was hacked? What if a bad actor could figure out how to hack a system? Maybe another country, or maybe just inside your own government. Like half the people turn on the other half the people, and they figure out how to stop those people from even being able to move around. So it's very interesting. These type of things, they seem totally far-fetched, but I think it's completely possible. I think there's definitely a concerted effort to make as many of these vehicles controllable as possible. There's no coincidence that every new manufacturer is implementing some type of technology that is essentially allowing these vehicles to be immobilized remotely. And it really raises the question is, could there ever be a time where that type of technology could be used against the people? Now, a lot of people are watching and thinking, that's just crazy. How could you even think that? That's so far-fetched. But, you'd be surprised. Look at the last 10 years, the type of crazy things that can happen. I think it could be worth it for a lot of people to know how to disable the connectivity of these trucks and these cars so that remotely they cannot be disabled. But comment below, let me know your thoughts. I'll go ahead and scan this truck once I stop, and I'm very curious of why I got a check engine light. But anyway, my name is Sean. This is DS Trucks. See you later. Over and out.